I'm not afraid to die, he said, blinking sweat out of his eyes. He turned red, like one of those plum tomatoes you get in a salad, short hair slick against his skull. It made the golden fuzz darker, almost brown. Athletic, his body shaped through hard work and venom. Smelled like he'd had years to marinate in his own hate and righteousness, slowly boiling up. You should be. Nothing good happening to you when the lights go out, I said, sucking air through my teeth. Stood before the library counter, his back to the exit, and blocking my escape. He bristled like an angry boar. He certainly had no place in this space, the sanctity of knowledge and focus shattered with his presence. The industrial utilitarian carpet was steeped with red, spreading out along the square tiles like rain finding a path down a window pane. We were surrounded by bodies, the treasure of his efforts with a gun, which was now pointed at me. The day's heat was making the metallic fog of blood hover around us, undercut by the sharp tang of adrenaline. There is no one smell of death, whatever people tell you when they're deep in their cups and haunted by the past. Death doesn't care to limit itself to just one. Blood is common, but not constant. Shit's more frequent. Rot, decay, desperation. How would you know? Religious? Want a chance to pray to your God? He asked, mouth a-snarl. I laughed, more at the ridiculousness of it than him, but saw his face sour like a ripple over a pond. You think I won't do it? It's obvious you will. We're surrounded by bodies, I said, nodding to the corpses. One pile was clustered at the door, tripping over themselves to get away. Some lay prone on the spiral staircase up to the next floor, books tossed aside as they ran. I'm not one for prayer. Just a judgmental little bitch, then. He grunted, wiping a hand over his face. He was looking at me like I was meat, eyes flicking over my shape and checking for a soft spot. The overhead lights were bright on him, reflecting his clammy skin, the jut of bone against his cheeks. Pretty face for a murderer. A perverse silence was stretching between us, a chasm of sound after the loud shots and screams from before. Much too much noise for me. You could say that. Wouldn't quite be right. Not that you care about that, of course. Did you upload a manifesto? That's all the rage now. Are you a negotiator or something? He asked, the frantic energy breaking away for a minute with the drop of his shoulders. He looked his age then, young face no longer contorted in a shout, too few years on him to earn where he was now. Personally, I take the view of a few years per victim for something like this. But that's just me. We all vary on the method of judgment. You can never really tell until they're in front of you.